Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Hero Complex podcast with your host this week. It's me, Adam Green, and as ever with me is Patrick Brujnahan.
Good evening, Great Britain.
And our guest this week, comedian, podcaster, all-round great guy, it's Joe Jacobs.
Oh, thank you. Great.
Musician, rapper, icon.
It's great to be here.
Good to have you here, man.
Good to have you.
Cheers, right.
I'm looking forward to this. Big fan of Joe's.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
How you been?
Sweaty.
Yeah, it's really hot in London today. Yeah,
It's the perfect time for a podcast, I think, when the sun is just blazing. Get in a room.
Yeah, get in a small room, close all the curtains.
Get 4 lights on you.
Surround yourself by LEDs. Close the curtains and the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make
It's
sure the heater's
perfect.
on because the mics only work at 23 degrees.
Yeah, you did. So that the radiator was on.
No, it's got a thermostat on it and it's saying it's 24 degrees in there, which is why I'm sort of sweating.
I like that. It's a good element to the pod.
It's giving me a lot of gleam. We've been getting a lot of comments about how we need a shower. And I think it's the lighting. It might be.
Hey, listeners, it's a bit of both.
Is your wanking under control?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I've learned how to aim. The past, it's pretty much, yeah.
Where are you aiming at?
Straight down the middle of the sock.
No net.
Sock.
Well, it was a wind sock. I work on a farm. Every time the wind blows east, I'm like, it's time, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, how is the farm?
Is the sock thing for is it used for a thing or is it?
Well,
Just
to check the
collect?
wind's direction, but now, because of all the semen in it, it's mainly just used to show
A good time.
Yeah, a good time. Like, listen, if I trust you enough, I'll introduce you to the wind sock. And then, it's flying south. It's not ready.
Pat's wife left him after their novelty-themed restaurant ran to ground.
The novelty was none of us can cook. Apparently, people don't like a theme anymore. We started the restaurant. This is going years back. We started the restaurant to save our marriage because it was easier than having a kid. Restaurant went under. She left me. I've got a farm and a will from my uncle, but I can only get it if I spend one night there. Turns out it's haunted. But I did spend one night there.
Is any of this true?
Some of it.
Okay.
I have been to a restaurant before.
Okay.
That is true.
Yeah, but all of this is podcast canon.
Okay.
Until the windsock, which started today. But we should
It's
be
a
talking
lot.
about you, not about my
yeah.
failed marriage, restaurant, and windsock.
Yeah.
So you dress up as Tony Soprano, and do a podcast doing that. What made you do that?
Just desperation of. I just didn't want to do a podcast where I'm just me
Yeah.
Yeah.
talking, laughing, nothing to laugh about.
Is it easier having the mask on?
Yeah, so it's great.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't me saying that, was Tony.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
But it's also a nuanced character as well.
Never said it wasn't nuanced.
Yeah. But
So,
it lets us say
Wind your neck in.
the what?
Wind your neck in. I never said it wasn't nuanced, mate. We're all right.
It's,
I've listened to it. It's one of the most nuanced podcasts out there.
I mean, it's just fucking bananas, and I can't even explain what's going on at this point. It's just
Yeah.
yeah, because you've got some really big guests you've had on recently, got coming up.
Oh yeah, Bobby Davro.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he confirmed he's locked in.
Oh, he's locked in. We recorded it.
All right.
Right.
It was a tough record. He kept trying to do his act.
That's,
He
have
does do that, yeah.
Have you met him before that?
I gigged with him one time.
Yeah, he's like that all the time.
Yeah, he showed up with a suitcase full of props and did 45 minutes. Smashed it.
Yeah, it's impossible for him to do the time he's booked for. It's always at least 1.5 times that.
Didn't you gig with him and he got you on stage to sing "We Are the World" or something?
Yeah.
Did he make you do that?
No.
He's at the break before he went on. Goes, don't worry, boys, I'm going to get out and sing with me at the end. I was like, what? I couldn't escape because I was one of the other acts was driving me and he wanted to do it.
Where was this?
This was in Caterham, one of those ones run by House of Stand Up. It's like the pub is the only thing in the town and maybe a co-op.
Yeah, I know that gig.
Yeah, but I think it is that one.
Trevor Jones.
That's exactly the one.
Very nice man, Trevor.
Very nice man.
Always very smart. Smartly turned out.
So Bobby Davro does about 95 minutes instead of 30.
Which is insane.
Which is, I mean, if you're a promoter, bang for your buck.
Yeah, but people want to get home.
These people didn't.
I love it.
They were loving every single minute of that. Go to Davro gigs. If this audience is there, they want 4 hours of Davro.
Yeah.
It's before our time, Davro. He was like the Barrymore of.
Yeah.
He was around the same sort of time as Barrymore.
Nah, he's a little
wasn't he?
pre-Barrymore.
He's pre-Barrymore?
Pre-Barrymore.
Yeah, pre-Barrymore.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger, I'd
Yeah,
say.
we're talking less
Bigger than
Dennis
Barrymore.
Hines.
Really?
Yeah.
Barrymore did strike it rich.
Yeah,
The
I
other
don't know.
ones?
Barrymore. No, Barrymore's probably bigger than Davro. Davro didn't have an incident in a pool, though, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
that affected the status.
Yeah. The cosmic scales of justice.
But Barrymore's back. He's big on TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah, he's
now.
huge on TikTok.
Was
He's
he?
found a new youth audience.
He puts like old clips of him on there.
Fuck the old clips. He does new stuff. He goes
He does
around.
new stuff?
He dresses like a skateboarder. He's in like stussy, really good garms, and he just hangs out with young people. Does TikTok dances. It's not in any way sinister. It's actually just really wholesome stuff.
Right, wow.
Reviews cafes and films himself with his dog. I'm not making this up.
Wow.
He's huge on TikTok.
Wow, what do you think?
We're in the wrong game, mate.
Yeah. Is he Barrymore going on yours? That must be prime for that.
I would love to get Barrymore on, but I don't think he would ever consider doing it.
Really?
You might consider it.
I
It's
know.
worth asking. Like,
I think we've asked.
Yeah, if it helps you feeling better, mate, you might consider it.
But we've got a video on YouTube, and it's called Barrymore Come on the Pod and Clear Your Name.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be like...
that probably won't help. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably like
Sounds
clear,
like
clear
taking
what?
a piss.
Yeah. But yeah, Davro, his final bit is he talks about his mum dying of cancer. And going, her last words being, no matter what happens, as long as you can laugh, as long as you can smile, as long as you can always look on the bright side of life. And he goes, hit it. And then Elton John's Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me starts playing. And you can tell on his face, this isn't the song I wanted. The amount of times he said, gotta look on the bright side of life throughout the hour and a half.
Right.
And then Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me starts playing. And then we just get up on stage and sing Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me.
Yeah.
All the acts apart from the opening one. Joe Wells, opening act, Coward, left. Or maybe he had to get home. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole 200-filled pub and catering taking photos of us with a sweaty Bobby Davro with a shirt undone all the way to the bottom, singing Elton John, bowing, and everyone just shaking our hands at the end. It's like, you never feel more like a rock star when you sing with Davro.
No.
Was he like grabbing your hand and making you like sort of wave along or anything?
A little bit like that. But we did all like raise our hands at the end and bow.
Oh yeah.
I saw there's a YouTube account I follow, which is sort of this guy who finds a lot of old 90s TV and reviews it like a post-mortem of the worst television possible. And he's done a deep dive on Davro's career, like forensically taking the piss out of every job he'd ever done in television. And the top comment is from Davro. Just saying, thanks for this. I forgot about some of these.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it was kind of like bittersweet because it's like 40 minutes of him saying, this guy's the worst comedian ever.
Wow. I don't even think he's the worst of his contemporaries.
No.
Davro, listen, you can't follow Davro in a club.
No, you can never follow Davro.
No.
You need
the
a
lights
break.
be turned
You
off.
need a break immediately.
Do you think he's a bit of a hero of yours? Probably Davro?
No.
Okay.
Can we relax a bit? Yeah. You know what? You should always
I like Davro.
Relax.
Don't get me wrong.
don't let the sun come down and he starts playing. Fuck.
I like Davro though. He's
Yeah.
good. He's a good lad.
Did he get into the spirit of the being grilled by Ray Winston and Tony Soprano?
Not really. But
Which
we got
is,
some bits out of
for
it.
listeners who don't know exactly what the podcast is, go do check it out. It is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
That didn't sound genuine.
Sorry.
Yeah. If fucking hell, if you're bored, Adam.
I've had a long day. Sorry.
out the podcast.
That's me sounding enthusiastic.
Yeah. You enthusiasm of someone telling to go to the second window when you're in a drive-through.
All right.
It's a great podcast.
Please go to Windows 2 to get your nuggets. Thank you.
How many episodes is this?
This.
Yeah.
We're doing one.
No, I know. We are doing well.
Yeah,
How many have you done?
loads. Too many for me to sound that unenthused.
This might be episode 75.
75. Okay.
Yeah, big,
Not triple figures.
Not triple
not
yet.
triple. No, keeping it double. We always said we'd always not hit triple figures. That was the plan.
Really? It's like, fuck.
We'll just do like
28.
episode 99.1.
Okay.
Oh, but we still continue it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right. I thought it was free at episode 99.
Yeah. No, we've been doing this a while. We should be more enthusiastic with guests, to be honest.
No, I'm fucking pumped here.
Yeah,
No,
you're doing well.
You're doing good. I can't ever expect anything from anyone considering how I treat a lot of people on my podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. And in life.
And in life, yeah.
Yeah.
And professionally, wherever. But hey, you're a good guy, Joe.
Thank you.
You know, do you believe heroism is a thing? Do you think you are someone's hero? I mean, you've been doing comedy a while. You have fans of your comedy and your rap. I mean,
Yeah, I have.
There must be someone
I
who
have
does
a
look up.
few. I have a couple of fans,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's two more than many people, mate.
but they're
Someone says too many in
they're
general.
weird. They're weird.
What do they look like? What's the typical profile of a Joe
Well,
Jacobs?
Yeah,
fan?
they're fucking
Just
fit.
a jaded millennial, mostly. Like,
Right.
but I want that kind of comedian audience. You know, the fucking
Oh, the
walking-
devotees.
walking boot wearing,
Yeah.
fucking bearded pale ale drinker that buy the tickets.
If you get 100 of them, you're sorted for your career.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because they'll turn up every time
They'll
Yeah.
turn up.
without fail.
Yeah, you know the type. Bit overweight, stare
Yeah.
a bit too much at the female comics.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
complimentary.
They
That's what you
they
want.
think they know comedy better than the comedians. A lot of them.
They'll write a review on an internet forum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put on the lads' WhatsApp group. Anyone want to go to Evesham? Why? There's a comedy there. But we live in Kettering. Come on, fucking get down.
I don't think they'd have a lads WhatsApp group.
no,
Do we have a comedy devotees WhatsApp group?
maybe.
They'd go on a Facebook group
Yeah.
for people with spare tickets because they don't have any.
Yes, that's the good one. People who used to frequent the chortle forums that weren't comedians.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to not name a specific comedian that they would be
Yeah.
flocking towards in the forum. You know, I've got 4 tickets for.
Yeah.
Dallas Chimbonda.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, he does a lot of art centres. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
what if
I'm
that
not saying you're
stops in
lying.
your tracks?
I'm not saying you're lying. It's just I don't know where I go from that.
No, me neither.
Go on, proceed.
Yeah. That's. Why don't you go fucking marry him then?
Can't.
Actually, Delisa does a lot of he does a lot of art sense actually, so fucking wind your neck in. I never said anything about Delisa. Very funny guy. You know, he does art centres, so why do you fucking shut up?
Yeah, but like these people would go to art centres. That's who you want. People who actually just
These
go
people
to
are probably
every
a bit
show.
racist.
Nah, they'd be left leaning.
Would you like racist fans if it meant you had loads?
If
of
I didn't know they were racist, I'd be fine.
No, you know they're racist
I know they're racist. I'd have to.
How do you know they're
because
racist?
they come with
They
like,
keep telling
big
me.
flags and shit.
Yeah.
Say racist.
They like my material.
Yeah.
All
You'd
your
have to
racist
probably have a
stuff.
rethink, a massive rethink, because that's not what I want to be.
So that's
No?
the thing. A lot of comedians these days, they'll do a reel about an issue like race, and they'll get loads of comments. And
Yeah.
I wonder if that ever happened to me, what I would do, whether I just enjoy the engagement.
I think like if you're a struggling comic and you suddenly get engagement from anyone, be it racist or not, you suddenly like, I like this. I've got the endorphins.
Yeah, it gives you chubby.
Yeah, it give you like quarter to half chub without the windsock necessary. And then you're like, maybe I don't want to lose them. Do I want to get more of them? No, but let's keep these fun. But then grow. It snowballs.
More racist.
Yeah.
Selling a lot of single tickets when you go on tour, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
People turning up in full camo.
Yeah. Too autistic to drag your girlfriend to it.
They don't have girlfriends.
Oh, it's that level. Jesus.
Yeah. That's, have you not been to a right-wing comedy night recently?
No.
Oh, that's what they're like.
Do they exist, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam runs a few.
Love it. They're the ones with all the money. So
Can we talk about this on the show about your right wing comedy career? No, we finally have a bit of energy.
Is this with energy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, great.
This is most energy I've
high
had.
end.
No, we should
I have
know.
no energy anyway, but it's been so hot. I have.
Yeah, it's
enough.
drains.
Yeah.
But no, you didn't have a right wing comedy career. You just promoted right wing comedy. And it's a few comedians when I said, "Is this what we want in our circuit?"
Yeah, it turns out it's what the paying punters want. So
That's what the paying punters want. You got to go where the money is. And whether you're criticised by friends of Neil Gaiman or not, you got to run the right wing comedy gigs.
Neil Gaiman. Is that how you say his name? Gaiman.
I thought it was Gaiman or Gaiman.
Gaiman. I listen to his podcast. It's always nice when someone you've never had any interaction with turns out to be a complete fucking wronger.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, because people like had their tattoos of the Sandman or whatever shit he did.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like wrestling with whether they can still enjoy his books. I can just appreciate he's a fucking creep.
Yep. It's great.
Sounds terrible, all this stuff.
No, yes, it sounds absolutely fucking awful.
What's he been up to?
Coercing, manipulating.
Some really elaborate ones as well. Like
the
podcast is fascinating. He had someone in one of his sprawling mansions and sort of had an arrangement with her. Is this all right for you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Sex crimes. It's one of my favorite topics, historic sex crimes. Because he basically it was really ugly stuff. But great listen.
Great listen.
So what? He's talking about it on a podcast.
No, other people are saying.
But that'd be mad, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm Neil Gaiman, and this is
101.
Like
Bad Man,
R.
but
R.
Gaiman.
Kelly as well. Never really was into R. Kelly.
No,
so I can enjoy
never
it.
got
Well,
it.
everyone likes Ignition.
Yeah, right.
All of us sort of had our
Diddy.
part to play. Diddy didn't really get into Diddy.
No,
He
no
did.
one's into Diddy.
I love Diddy
I
growing
like the
up.
court picture drawings. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't seen that.
They're nice. Just bizarre. Just
Like the
like the caricatures. Of
yeah, I know this one, but is it like pop art? Is it quite accurate?
It looks like the
Abstract.
It looks like the sort of portrait you get from someone in Leicester Square when they're doing it.
Nice.
It doesn't look like him. It's almost offensive, but you can just about recognise it. That's the sex
Well,
trafficker.
why
does he keep bringing up the piece of charcoal?
Why are they doing
That's right.
drawings of him?
Because that's a good question. Why do they do that?
The-
I guess,
You can't take pictures in court.
why?
Yeah, that's in the UK. In the US, you can.
Why? I got something I thought of today. Maybe you can help me with this.
Mm.
You know the logo. This is just related slightly to imagery.
Right.
You know the logo of the shaving man on a plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Why hasn't it been changed?
Does it need changing?
Yeah. Well, why?
Oh.
Because it doesn't look. You can get a
Man.
picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's have a look at this.
Because
I really don't know.
it looks like somebody's had a stroke.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like any man I've ever seen.
Well, maybe he's put his fingers in the plug.
Yeah. But why do you need a picture of like a man with a man that doesn't even look like a man just to tell you that this is for shavers? We know it's for shavers. What else would fit? But it isn't always just for shavers. It's also for electric toothbrushes.
Yeah.
So you don't need the picture.
But is it for foreigners who don't know?
Well,
They're trying to plug in like a.
what I'm saying is the
portable
picture
telly.
of the guy is actually confusing because I don't know what he's. What is he? What is it?
I can't even find it.
I'll
Showing
find
you,
it.
man.
Let me find this fucking guy. I was staring at it and I thought, why does this exist?
Yeah. Did you? What was it?
See, I always thought it's like he's got an electric shaver like here.
Shaving man on plug.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Shaving man unplugged.
Yeah, this guy.
Guys, I'm still with you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. We'll just put that up.
Why?
Barney.
Whoa!
Look.
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
Yeah, it's like that's his
I've
hand.
I've never put that together. That was a face.
It's a
Really?
face. It's a face. It looks-
Now that you've said it, I've never thought of it as a face.
but it looks
That's like his little hand there.
Someone. Oh, that's
And he's like
is that the
shaving.
shaver?
Yeah, in the big.
I thought that's a
black thing.
chin, and his eyes.
No, that's a,
Oh,
that's him,
right.
that's
Yeah,
the stubble because he's
that's the
shaving it.
stubble.
But his beard links to his eyebrows, and one eyebrow links to his nose.
Hang on a minute. That's not a man smiling.
No, the smile will be higher up.
He's going
No.
like this.
No. It's
No.
a man who's got no mouth, but he's shaving across here from like here. So that's stubble on that side, and that's where he's been shaving it. So it's clean shaven there.
He has no mouth.
No.
Because I thought,
But how does he smell?
but doesn't that look like it? That's his chin, and he's going.
No.
Yeah, see, I'd never seen it before, but now when you said that is a wild face. And I can see why you'd want that updated.
I hope this is good entertainment for your listeners.
If not, next question. What's it like supporting Paul Chowdhury on tour?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Cool. Let's go on to the main question. We're running out of time.
Okay.
Let's get into the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you picked a hero today. Which
Listen,
is,
I got to be honest. I wasn't sure about what this is and what the concept is. I wasn't sure whether I should have chosen like a serious, earnest thing,
Yeah.
or whether it's like superheroes because I don't like any superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this about superheroes?
It's about anything.
Just any heroes.
Do you like superheroes?
Yeah, I do.
Do you
Pat's
read comics and
ambivalent.
stuff? I think they're
Yeah, I
lame.
read
Like,
comics still.
Superman is lame.
Yeah,
Batman.
Everyone
Superman's
says
lame.
Superman's lame and everyone's wrong.
No, Batman is lame.
Batman's
Batman's-
lamer than Superman.
What?
No, he's not. Superman is very lame.
Superman's not lame.
Why is he not lame?
He could destroy every single one of us with a single punch, but he chooses not to because of his altruism, because he's a good person.
Yeah, we know he's a good person, but why is he dressed in the pants and the? It's just lame.
I think this is more of a youth thing.
And he doesn't even shag Lois Lane.
He does.
Oh, he does.
She could barely. The more, if you read it from the beginning to the end, you see
Oh.
she's more and more like drained and in the wheelchairs. Like,
Did she cheat on Clark Kent with Superman?
Yes, early on.
That's pretty out of order.
And Superman's like, "What? You've been cheating with Clark?" And he has to beat her up to keep up the dual identity.
Oh, he beats her up. Maybe I'll give it a check.
Yeah, he beats her up like you've been sleeping with Clark, but like she admits it. And, like
You can't even get mad. It's
Superman wouldn't be okay with this.
You're cheating
not-
on me with me.
Well, she could.
It's a
Well, but he
conundrum.
had to keep the secret identity. So he threw her into traffic. Finally, no one will know that Superman's Clark Kent. And then Clark goes, "Honey, what's wrong?" I'm like, Superman threw me into the road. He goes, "Well, I'll have a word with Superman."
Have you read all of them?
Yes, from 1935 to now, all of them.
Have you?
Yes,
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
yes, and also, I'm a dentist. Is that how improv works?
Okay, so we didn't have to choose actual superheroes because I don't like
No.
any of them.
No. Well, we actually prefer that you don't. I prefer that you don't. Like, it's interesting to find other things.
Yeah, so I just had a quick thing and said a name and then regretted it all day.
Do you want to chuck out the window? Do you want to chuck the premise out the window?
No, we're going to stick with what I said.
Yeah.
And
Good.
I'll tell you why, and hopefully...
Please, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
So you have picked
I picked Tony Robinson.
Right.
Tony
Do
Robinson.
you know who he is?
Yeah, Time Team and Baldrick, right?
Correct.
Yeah, actor, publisher.
Yeah, he's in
Right.
Maid
Someone's been on his
Marian.
Wikipedia.
I need to...
Publisher.
Knight of the Realm.
Does he own a publishing studio?
As in, he writes books.
Has he?
That doesn't make you a publisher. That makes you an
No,
author.
I said the wrong word, Pat.
No,
I'll be
that's all
honest,
right.
mate.
Sorry. Hey. It's okay. All right. Hey, Bubba.
Thanks.
What
All
book
right.
did he write?
Great question. Haven't got that far yet.
The 10 best Time Team episodes.
He was on Maid Marian, the
He
kids
was,
show.
yeah. That
So the
was a
reason
I
banger.
don't remember that one.
The reason I said I like Tony Robinson is I like when someone does one thing and then just decides to just do something else and then does it well. In his
The
case,
second act.
yeah. So he did Blackadder and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, I'm going to go to archaeological digs and make a daytime TV show about it for like 80 series. I respect
It's
that.
been that long.
Probably. I never watched
There's
it.
a lot of it. Yeah.
I never watched it. I just like him. He seems like I think his politics are pretty garbage, aren't they? I can't remember.
But he's a very sort of like Eddie Marsan liberally type guy.
Yeah, so I've fucked this up on numerous levels.
Well,
But
yeah, but it's an allied member of the Jewish labour movement.
he is.
Yeah.
Is he? Is he Jewish?
I think
Yeah.
so.
He's
That's
not
why
Jewish.
Blackadder hates it.
I assume that's what you you picked. To be honest.
You assume, is he Jewish? I don't think.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not Jewish. Is
Yeah.
he?
Well, yeah.
The
Can you
shaving
join
man.
that? Can you join that without being Jewish? That part of Labour?
What, Blackadder?
Blackadder, were they like?
I never watched Blackadder either. I watched
No?
just the end when they go over the.
Did you do a
front.
random name? What's
No,
this?
I just
From Maid Marian. The reason you picked him is because of Maid Marian.
Yeah. I like that show. That was a good kids' TV show.
I never
Yeah.
saw it.
I like that.
Is it
That-
anything
was-
to do with Robin Hood?
Yeah.
yeah,
Robin
Hood
Hood's in
and
it.
Maid Marian.
Okay.
But she's the main character, not Robin Hood. Robin Hood's
Right,
like
yeah.
Right, while he's
like
doing
a-
the adventure, she's like sorting out the bin schedule.
No,
very
she was the real hero.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
All right, let's go through this. My hero, Sir Anthony Robinson. He's a sir.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Anthony Robinson also Fulham's left back. Not him. It's not him.
Blackadder. He's presented many historical documentaries,
Yeah.
including Channel 4, Time Team. I would just like to. I think part of me would really enjoy just being the top guy on like a really stable daytime TV show.
Well, that's kind of the
Bargain
dream,
hunt.
isn't it?
I think so. Especially in this game when you've just been knocking around, driving all these places. It must be nice to just be able to.
I've always thought it would be.
I'm going to go to a dig in Norwich.
Yeah.
3 months. Stay in a hotel.
That's easier than what I was. Because, just a procedural crime show.
Yeah.
You're just on that for 10 years, doing the same episode over and over again.
Yeah. That'd be banging.
Banging. But that you'd have to learn lines and stuff and be camera set up.
Yeah.
Like, this one, you're just in Norwich looking at a hole.
Yeah.
No sex crimes, I think. He's good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex justice. There's a couple of sex justices.
Maybe he likes outdoor sex, and that's probably why he's like on all these digs, muddy.
Yeah. Who dug this hole? I did.
Yeah.
With my. Yeah.
Shovel.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Time Team?
No.
I've seen it for a few minutes. When
I
Yeah,
think-
I've
I
seen
think
it
it
for a
might
few
show-
minutes ago. This
But
is
it always
boring.
You watch it like, well, this
It always
fucking
looks
Time
good.
Team back to come dine with me.
It's a cool name for a show, Time Team.
Yeah.
You expect Time Team, you think like, this is going to be a cool sci-fi drama. Oh no, it's an old man digging up shit.
Correct. Another reason why I like it.
Yeah.
Deceptive name.
Tricks people into watching.
Do they ever find anything?
Yeah, loads of stuff.
Yeah, like
Whole
Do they?
villages. and
Just because
shit.
that's been planted there.
Let's find out what
Yeah.
they found.
yeah.
Not like a Roman arrowhead.
Yeah, they find like coins and shit.
You said they dug up a whole village?
I just guessed that. I don't know. Probably
Oh,
not.
was found fucking Atlantis?
Like
That would
like
be
an old village, not like
Time
Swanage.
Team Best Discovery.
Yeah.
Best discoveries. I should have done this before I came here.
Yeah.
That's
I have a very cunning idea.
Roman
Alright.
Villa.
You're looking at the same thing I am. Roman Villa.
Yeah.
They've unearthed.
We'll link to the
interesting
article in the comments if you want to read along.
Saxon and Celtic remains. So they found dead people.
yeah.
Didn't they find?
find dead
didn't
people.
they find the king in the car park?
Well, no,
that?
I don't think that was Time Team.
You
Richard
know-
the Third in
Yeah.
the whole car park.
Yeah.
Leicester.
Leicester, sorry.
Was that Time Team?
I don't
No.
know. I think that was Doggers. So it could have been the host of Time
Can you
Team.
fact check who that was?
Yeah.
Richard.
Richard the Third was.
Oh, you are, do?
Who-
Oh, no, Richard the Third, the corpse, sorry.
It's good when you find dead bodies from the past.
Mm. Well, isn't every dead body from the past?
Yeah.
It was,
Sorry, that's a bit Mitch Hedberg. My bad.
No, it's good. It's well said. Dead body from the. Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
dead bodies from the past. I
Unless
mean, like
I-
an
Well,
ancient.
but if you found like a body and then a portal opens like, this is a dead body from the future, I'm like, oh, sick.
If you were on Time
That's
Team,
what Time Team should fucking be.
if you were on Time Team and they dug up this whole thing and it was like an ancient pharaoh with a weird hat, would you wear it or would you be scared?
How spooky we talking?
Like it's a mummified
Yeah.
like, pharaoh.
But the hat's fresh.
Well, the hat's like beautiful, but it's on the head of a fucking dead ancient
Give it a
pharaoh.
rinse out first, wouldn't you, at least.
You rinse it and then try it on. I wouldn't touch
No,
that shit.
I'm not sure.
Cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was definitely from the corpse, I wouldn't touch it. Like, if it was, a Tutankhamun and it had like a New York Red Bulls cap, I'd be like, someone's put that there. That's fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
But if it's like definitely their hat, no. I want to go to any tombs. They're all of them cursed.
Isn't it
Disrupting-
out of
disrupting
order
their
when
grave.
they always put pharaohs and shit in the museums? And you think that's not how they would have wanted to be?
Yeah.
No.
And-
They already had their own museum. It was a fucking pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what was supposed to be tombs to be visited.
It's just like in sort of 2,000 years, just the Queen being sort of on display in
yeah.
Cairo somewhere.
That'd be great, actually.
Yeah. And this is
Take
the
it
person.
I'd love to see that.
And this is the person who announced the Queen's death, and it's just a big blur because it was Hugh Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Man, he's done everything though.
And that was just a
It really
blurred
has,
voice.
Yeah, that was another person who
The Queen.
I never enjoyed his work, so I could appreciate when he got done.
Yeah.
He always looked miserable.
He
I appreciate.
Seemed like an
I appreciate his comic books.
he seemed sexless,
Yeah.
Hugh Edwards. So I was very surprised that he'd gone down that path of a very sophisticated and prolonged
Yeah.
child.
Yeah, a child called
Exchange.
that path.
Yeah, he's got his kids, family, lives in Dulwich.
Does he live in Dulwich?
Well, he did, I think, before.
Probably have to sell up and move to
I
somewhere
think
a bit.
I heard
You're no longer dull, mate.
he was trying to do some community service to give back to the community, but they said, actually, can you fuck off? We don't really. You're a
Yeah.
nonce.
Yeah. Quite
That's yeah. Listen, this place is shit up, but we don't need nonsense cleaning it up.
He because I want to try and make things right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Is that a good impression?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all right. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can do a
I mean,
podcast where you do it as Hugh Edwards. then.
Or get him on, clear his name. I can't, too late.
do you think he charge to be on?
I don't think.
Let's say he. Well, he could do community
I wouldn't want to
service.
have a.
No?
That's a line I don't think I'd cross because you can't really joke around with.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
That's
Like
you know
someone
what?
that actually is convicted of doing it.
Yeah.
Was he convicted in the end? I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember.
He
Yeah?
created it, mate.
Huh?
He wasn't just watching it. He was like creating it. He's like directing it.
Was he?
Yeah.
Like that comedian from St Albans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The one
Eamon
who's the
Badfellow.
Ivan Brackbury.
Eamon Badfellow.
No. Eamon Goodfellow.
Yeah.
Oh right.
He was
Oh.
directing
Yeah, he
in
was.
Thailand. Not in Thailand, from his house, and then that was happening in Thailand.
Yeah.
God, I'm so sorry that this conversation is
Yeah.
happening.
It's a really dark one this week.
So time teams. I like when they find coins and shit. One of
Yeah.
my biggest things I'd like to do, one of my dreams in life is to be a metal detector.
Yeah.
And I could be on time team and find coins.
Did you ever
Yeah.
have a metal detector? I got one.
No.
I had one as a kid.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
Really?
have it. If you want to borrow it.
Is it a good one?
I mean, it's not professional grade, but it detects metal.
No, I want professional grade. I want to like get money and shit.
Oh fuck me then.
I want to get.
You went from
Pharaoh's
0
hat.
to 1 metal detector back to 0 again, Joe.
No, I want a proper one. I want one that's
Yeah.
like. I want to find wedding rings and shit. Make some
Mm.
cash.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
How
I'd love to
much?
do that.
How much can you sort of get for a wedding ring that you found on a beach?
Yeah, if it's a proper one
Yeah.
from some old
Yeah.
cunt, some rich fucker.
Some
Yeah.
rich cunt.
Like
So-
5 engagement rings, I'll be sorted.
Yeah, you'd be sorted for the Christmas song.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Should we do that instead of this podcast?
Why don't we just do that and then do a podcast while we're doing it about what we're
Yeah.
stealing?
Should we do that?
That actually
I'll
sounds
s-
like a good idea.
Yeah, I'll see you down Whitstable on
exercise.
Saturday.
Yeah.
There's good stuff on the internet on Reddit. People find all this shit and then share it. Mostly
Yeah.
garbage, chains, coins.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to get some. You get a lot of weaponry on the Thames.
Yeah, I'd love to find the end of what's a bayonet.
Yeah,
I'd love to find the end of one of them.
there's a lot of them about, and guns from recent drug murders and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Do you think
Handy.
we should bring that back? Knives at the end of guns?
yeah. I
Probably
think
on
they
the
should.
way in London.
Have you seen that thing the French
Jonathan
used to
Stacey?
have?
Oh, no, sorry. Go on.
No, they used to have this thing. It was a gun that was also a knife and a knuckle duster.
Oh, I've seen that. Sick.
A gun, knife, knuckle.
Yeah.
So, like,
So the front was a gun, was a knife,
Yeah.
and then the gun that you could fire out of,
when you hold it, it's a knuckle duster.
and the handle was a knuckle
So
duster.
you stab, shoot, and punch them with a spike simultaneously.
I don't think the knuckle duster will ever see play.
No, I
It's
mean
too far back.
I think it's for
you'd use the
aesthetics.
knife,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Well, unless you're a man of honor.
I wonder
Don't-
what
don't
weapons
use
they
a
found on
knuckle
Time
duster.
Team. Let's find.
Yeah, let's
let's
see
look
what
at.
weapons.
Let's
No.
stuff whatever.
You know, Time Team's not on anymore.
Is it not?
No,
Oh,
They found everything.
just letting you know, you won't
When-
be able to get on it.
when did it stop being made?
2016? So,
So it was 10 years ago.
well, they
2022.
found like a Saxon village near Cornwall, and there was a sign there that said, "This is the last one."
Is it?
What, the last Time Team or the last Saxon
The,
Village?
the last thing you can find.
They must be showing like reruns and shit.
What?
In Saxon, there was a sign that said, "This is the last thing you can find. You found everything. Congratulations, Tony
Oh.
Robinson."
Wow, look at the
Right.
state of these cunts.
Yeah.
These are your heroes, Joe.
Not a lot of
The Rolling Stones, if they were melting candles.
not a lot of diversity is there on the Time Team team.
Very,
Oh, this
very
fucking-
racist.
Dear points of view, why isn't Time Team black?
Oh wow, look at this. There's a Time Team DVD.
Yeah.
There is.
All 11 episodes from Series 20, including Wolsey's Lost Palace and other digs.
Director's commentary?
The what?
Any director's commentary to say special features?
Oh.
Bloopers? Oh, I've accidentally put the dirt back in the hole.
Wow, there's
Jackie Chan's there. Carter.
Oh, that'd be good.
all right.
Carter. I'm Time Team.
Sorry for looking at Time Team DVDs on your podcast.
No, that's all
Right,
right.
it's gone real off piece. I like
That's
Tony
fine.
Robinson because he just did one thing and then did another. He's a hero of mine. So now what happens? He has to fight against another daytime
I
person.
don't know if we have time.
No, sorry. He's up against Pat's hero this week.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
so I
Pat's
had her
hero.
as well.
Yeah, so Pat's you've picked.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I should have chose someone like that.
Yeah, but that's
Denzel
from
Washington's a really principled, great.
Yeah.
Like, what a career!
Yeah.
I love Denzel Washington way more than Tony Robinson. Actually,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
thinking about it, I've watched. I'm sorry, I've ruined the podcast.
That's
I
fine.
watched Denzel's films, Man on Fire
Man on Fire is incredible.
Yeah.
and The Equalizer. I saw The Equalizer in a cinema when I was in LA with a big slushy, and I was really stoned. It was fantastic. It was like the
There must be
best day.
two of the best hours of your life.
Yeah, and the air conditioning was on.
Oh.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Pretty good. What
Yeah.
were you doing in LA?
Chilling.
Chilling, watching The Equalizer.
Yeah, man, just hanging out,
Yeah.
vaping skunk.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we have enough time to get into it, really.
Smoking
Yeah,
the
no,
stickiest
no,
of
no.
vickies. Yeah, we do. What?
Yeah.
This is what this is. This is what we're doing.
This is the podcast.
We got
remember?
time?
Yeah.
Why are you
Uh,
trying to? Are you trying to make me leave?
No, I thought. Well, no, we have a hard cut off, but I thought it'd be
have
funny
like-
if we ended it right now.
Yeah, we're fine.
But we have. We actually have time.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Denzel Washington. He's one of the greatest living actors. You know, probably the best actor of his generation. Still supporting actors across film and theatre.
Yeah.
Encouraging playwrights, like starting from his film Fences. You put more, black playwrights things into cinema. People are going to see this theatre now. His son does weird shit in Tenet.
Yeah. Did you know that was his son?
No.
Yeah.
Just well, I hope it is. Otherwise,
David. Dave.
Lawrence
John
Fishburne's
David.
daughter does,
Yes, correct.
Does she?
and she looks like him quite a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you haven't seen Morpheus suck a dick, check out her. The machines are in my ass. Finally, we got the hook of this podcast, this episode. All right.
But
When-
Denzel, on the subject of Denzel,
Yes.
when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, there's a shot of Denzel looking kind of sad when it was all going down because Denzel knew he's
Yeah.
toast. That's one of my favorite things, the Will Smith slap, by the way.
Will Smith slap.
As a cultural moment. I
Yeah,
love
I'm not
talking
sure
about
if
it.
people know about this, but during the Oscars, Will Smith slapped the host Chris Rock.
Yeah.
It's quite an obscure news story, but I'm happy to talk about it for another hour.
No. You were saying about Denzel Washington.
But Denzel Washington, incredible actor. I mean, Oscar-winning, Training Day. I think maybe another one.
Really good.
I didn't know you would like to smoke dick, Jake. That's what he says.
What's his quote from that Training Day? King Kong. He doesn't have anything on me.
My man.
Yeah.
I didn't know you like to smoke PCP, Jake.
Yeah, that was out of order when he did that.
Yeah, it's like, I trusted you.
What did he do? He got.
Well, what it says, you can smoke this. You don't look like a cop around here. Thinking it's a joint and smoking it's PCP.
Yeah.
Right.
Very
Like,
cruel.
whoa, I didn't know you like PCP, Jake.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
nice.
Was that? Who was really being trained that day, though? Was it Denzel?
No,
It was the other guy.
it wasn't. It was the other one. It was Ethan Hawke. That's not one of the main questions of the film.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so the one of them. Actually, he learned more from him than the other one.
Yeah.
But then he dies.
Can I change my hero and start again?
Yeah.
We've never had anyone do
We've
that
never had it
before.
but like,
yeah.
So what happens is
but
Tony...
by the way, if it's worse than Tony Robinson,
No.
which I find it hard, but
What do people usually choose?
We've had Captain Tom, George
well, that was
Michael,
a joke.
Clement Attlee,
So like historical figures.
Batman,
historical, fictional,
Superman,
musical,
Princess Di,
We've had deities
Freddie
before.
Mercury.
No, I'll stick with Tony Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
does
you
he
should
have
now,
to
yeah.
have a fight with
Yeah.
Denzel?
Well-
That's up to Adam if it's one of his questions.
Because I would love to see
which
that.
I think is.
Well, yeah.
I'm seeing his
I
eyes.
kind of feel like
I'm seeing his eyes. I can barely see him, but I
get
see
there.
him.
We'll get
finding-
there. First of all, two great guys. We'll have one Knight of the Realm, one multi-Oscar-winning actor who's done a lot to support other
He's
black.
Sir Tony Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Sir Anthony Robinson.
Welcome to the club, mate.
But so that's all
I've been
great.
digging up your fucking skeletons,
But
mate.
who would you rather go for a drink with?
Oh, Denzel, 100%. Like Tony Robinson, I think respects the pub, respects the round system, but Denzel's Denzel.
Hang on a minute. If you're in a pub with Tony Robinson, it would be chill. You'd be on the level because he's not a superstar. If you're in a pub having a drink with Denzel Washington, what are you going to say or talk about? It's going to be quite intimidating.
That's a good point.
It's like when you meet someone that famous, it's actually better to just not engage. There's nothing. I
completely agree with that.
So,
but let's say in a context where he's
like
invited you
mates.
out. Let's say you're doing a 2-man play
with Denzel.
Yeah.
Maybe like do some rapping.
So we have a working relationship.
You have a working relationship, and and then like before we fully do rehearsals, let's have a drink, get to know each other. You're a rapper. People always just see Mike can rap.
So you're in the dressing room. He's putting a load of tea bags in his pockets from the dressing room, and he goes, "Joe, do you want to go?" Taking all the light bulbs out the vanity mirror. Yeah,
and he goes, "Should we go for Should
we go for a quick can in the park?"
Denzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
So then you go to, or Tony Robinson goes, there's an ale festival.
There's a camera licensed pub.
Yeah, around the corner.
Depends like you got a rock sack.
Listen, this depends on what you want from the drink. Is it just to chat and talk shop? Because he'll have better stories. Denzel will have better stories.
Like a good pub night. I'm not saying a mental pub night. A good 3 hours at the pub. They were like, that was fun at the pub.
Because Tony Robinson would be able to tell you about cool stuff he found on Diggs and comedy from like ages ago. He was like hanging out with Mr. Bean, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he
was.
Blackadder with Bean.
Yeah, Blackadder with Bean. Well, he wait,
I took an edible the other night and watched Mr. Bean 1, the movie. It was fucking
Mr. Bean 1 is incredible.
On an edible as well. Transcendental.
There is an episode of this podcast where we recite his speech about Whistler's mother off by heart.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Bean, the
first thing to remember about Whistler's mother is it's very big. Yeah. Anyway,
Mr.
Bean, microscopic.
Mr. Bean in church singing Hallelujah.
Yeah.
With the sweet.
Yeah, where he gives that always going, Hallelujah. Yeah.
That's one of my favourite comedy things maybe ever in history, because what I love about it, apart from everything Bean is doing, is I love the guy with the hymn book who won't let him share it.
Yeah.
It's an unchristian thing. Because he's like front row of the church, like obviously an avid churchgoer, and he just won't share his hymn book. What a cunt. That's not very Christian.
Is it called Mr. Bean's late? I mean, even so, it's a bad thing to do.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
He lives in Mr. Bean lives in a weird world full of just like grumpy people.
Yeah, everyone's out
like,
to get yeah.
Apart from two mates, apart from the love of his life,
who's hot by the way.
She is hot, but can't point out a wedding ring properly.
Yeah,
and points out like a
stupid bitch.
Hook. Yeah, fucking bint. Hope you don't get to vote, darling. And 2 men at the pub who won't leave his house.
Yeah.
They have like a massive sesh. And then he puts dynamite in the paint.
Yeah, and one gets half covered in paint.
Yeah, and there's just a silhouette of him grabbing his hat. Yeah,
probably died.
Yeah, probably sent to a different dimension.
Have we covered this before? He's an alien.
Well, it's implied.
Yeah, no, as he comes out of it.
Yeah.
Really
maybe just fell out of a plane.
That music is so sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah, well,
some fucked up Oxford shit.
Yeah,
what they did. Like,
do you know he still does it in like China?
Bean.
Yeah,
well, he's got the cartoons and stuff.
He's got the cartoon, but he goes live and does like national performances. Nah,
he's not doing that.
This happened last year.
No way.
And he's not allowed to call it Mr. Bean because that's owned by like ITV. But he comes out in the costume and goes.
No way.
Really?
He's too rich.
In like China, and they pay him millions to do that.
Is this true? I thought he did the Olympics, and that was the last sighting.
He did the Olympics, but he did that for free.
Really?
Yeah.
I think everyone who did the Olympic ceremony did it for free.
I should have chosen
apart
Mr.
from maybe
Bean
Spice Girls, because Spice Girls sang, so they might have got a fee.
I should have chosen Mr. Bean as the hero. Sorry, he's more interesting than Tony Robinson.
But also, all the dancers got paid, obviously.
And he's got loads of cool cars and stuff.
Also, he's still James A. Cass's girlfriend.
Yes, you do.
Do you know about the is it the Pakistani version of Mr. Bean?
It sounds racist.
Mr. Lentil?
Oh, you almost went worse than that.
It's like
no.
he nearly started like a thing with some African country.
Right, some African. Is it Deliso? Well, yeah.
Zimbabwe.
Your favourite, mate.
What are you googling? Mr. Bean China. That's what
Mr.
I
Bean
wanna know.
Africa.
Yeah.
I
So,
want to know about this China allegation. I don't believe it.
hang on, we'll do that.
He's performing in China.
Well, it's like the secrets.
What's he performing? He's just going out saying.
I like not the Olympics, but like the final of a tournament there. Or something.
What the Chinese Communist Party paid Bean to go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went over in 2014.
Yeah, that's not a year ago.
No.
It's a year and 10 years.
Yeah, so he did. But there he is, Mr. Bean, ready for Chinese debut.
There we go. Yeah.
It's him and a load of.
But I don't think he was allowed to call himself Mr. Bean.
Maybe he was allowed to call it China.
Xi Jinping.
Wow, it is Bean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bean confirmed in China.
yeah. But do you not know when Pakistan sent Zimbabwe the fake Mr. Bean?
No.
And they all kicked off.
Well, when Mr. Bean was in China, like he kept doing like screw ups. He kept fucking up, but then he saved Xi Jinping from a peanut in his mouth.
Did he? Really?
Yeah, he did a 100 move to Xi Jinping, and he's like, "Oh, if there's anything we can do to thank you, let us know." And he takes his doctor's mask off, or you might let me stay for another couple of days.
How come a Pakistani dude can dress up as Mr. Bean, but
But Mr. Bean dressed up as a Pakistani dude.
Then that would be a problem, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know about Pac Bean? That's what he calls
don't-
himself. Just want to make that clear.
But put that in the comments so people, not in the description, so people don't question.
Well, I'm sweating even more now. So you think Tony Robinson would actually be better to go for a drink with? Because he could tell you about Mr. Bean.
No, Denzel,
with him.
with a couple of Coronas, he'll have some stories.
Denzel would have way better stories. But I'm just, you have to wonder.
You ever watch the show Time Team?
Exactly. Would Denzel
Found some
be?
coins.
Would Denzel be too Hollywooded up, so he's not on the level? Tony Robinson.
I
seems
think he's.
like
I
man
think
of
he's
the
still.
people.
I think he's still quite man of the people. Denzel. I think he's down to earth.
I think he's all right, but come on. No,
I mean, it's
no
Denzel,
Ho-
isn't it?
Right. No Hollywood actor is going to be like on the level.
Yeah, he's gonna get a phone call like, "That's Jamie Foxx. Gotta go."
Exactly. Is he a Scientologist?
Denzel.
Yeah,
I've heard rumors.
because that would be cool.
You've heard rumours.
Yeah, it's a great album. Yeah, was that what you were gonna say, you prick? I've heard Tusk.
Denzel.
Who would you rather live in a flat share with then?
Denzel.
Tony.
Yeah?
Tony won't be a fuss.
Tony's always got milk in.
Yeah.
But is he kind of liberal enough that he's probably vegan?
Yeah, but I don't have to drink his milk. Thank God, because he's dry. He hasn't produced milk in decades, Tony Robinson.
Do you think Tony Robinson's going to be hanging out and in the flat quite a lot, or will he be away? Denzel will be working a lot.
Denzel will be working a lot. I think
Team
Tony
finished 10 years ago.
Well, but he does stuff, like a BBC Red Button, or he
Yeah.
might be on Would I Lie to You or something like that. But he'll be around enough that you can talk about. Listen, I don't like it when your girlfriend comes over and has tons of showers. It's adding to the bills. Why can't you shower at her place? Why do you keep using all of my purple shampoo?
Yeah.
Why did your girlfriend keep over having a shower and fucking me? Tony, she's 90. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Would we?
And Denzel's girlfriend wouldn't do that because she's respectful.
Are we choosing where we're living? Is it in their place? Because Denzel would have a nicer crib, probably.
It's sort of like where you live now, but they live there as well. I
Yeah.
think.
Who would you rather share your space with?
I want Denzel.
That's too
Yeah.
loud.
It was quite loud, yeah.
Yeah, it was-
That's fine.
I mean,
Go for it.
Finish it off.
Yeah, go on, do it. For people listening only, Pat's really slowly pouring out a strongbow into a glass. Oh, we nearly forgot. Thanks very much to Strongbow for charging us the full amount for these ciders.
Yeah. Also, thank you to our Russian listeners and our Japanese listeners. Mushi mushi.
Yeah.
Do you have a sponsor for this?
No.
No,
Well, for
not
my
yet.
drinking, no. Definitely not, Joe. Hey, we got him.
He's finally laughed.
Finally.
Who would you like to have like a threesome with?
Well, of the heroes in general.
No, Denzel or Tony Robinson. And a hot chick.
Denzel would take a lot of attention away, wouldn't he?
You think I have a 78-year-old Tony Robinson in the corner one distract?
Do you think he'd get involved or
Tony might be a bit too past it to put in a shift. Denzel's probably he has to be fit for those films. So he'd show you up.
He's 70.
Yeah, but it would be looking good. He'll be swinging that dick around.
This might be our oldest episode.
You're not including the dead, yeah.
Yeah, well, you turn it off when
So
they're dead.
Look, Boudica's probably older.
Who would you rather have the threes it with? Denzel.
Denzel, yeah.
Why?
I Tony just there, just limp lifeless, looking at something at the time team. But maybe more virile than I thought.
So you want him to be
get stuck in there.
Well, I think the question is, do you want to fuck someone in front of Tony Robinson, or do you want Denzel to fuck someone in front of you? I think that's kind of the question.
Yeah, that is the question.
Yeah, Denzel. Maybe we'll get a bit tired. Like, no, I'm tired too. All right. Don't know why I assumed she was black. Or sounded like that. Play us a song.
So who would you rather have the threesome?
No, it's no.
Oh, you just said you're not into threesomes. I'm glad I said my answer.
So who would I rather have the threesome with?
Yeah, hot chick, as you said.
Hot chick, she's a hottie. Denzel, Tony Robinson. I don't know if I could perform under pressure with those two, but at a push, if I'm choosing it, it's got to be Denzel.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because that would get you some props.
Yeah.
If you said to someone, last week I ended up having a threesome with a beautiful woman and Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
But if you said last week I had a threesome with a beautiful chick and Tony
Tony
Robinson
And they
from
go,
Time
who?
Team,
Remember Time Team
Yeah.
from 10 years ago?
they'd be like, why? I don't know.
What, the time team guy? Yeah. Me and him laid pipe in some French bitch.
Isn't he nearly 80?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a cunning plan. Why don't we tag team this French one? Which, you idiot Baldrick. Why don't I just fuck him? Well, no, my lord.
Yeah.
Do you want to come round and she trusts me?
Now I'm thinking I might like to do it with Tony. So you have some catchphrases.
Adam, you probably had some questions.
That's right. Yeah. If you were naming a pasta dish, you've just made a pasta dish, you create a pasta dish, you're naming it after your hero, what would be in it?
The Tony Robinson.
Yeah. Probably
I think
no
it'd be
pork for him.
Stuff from an allotment.
Yeah, pumpkin, aubergine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be good.
That seems to be his vibe.
Yeah.
Just like
But it's like, you know what? I just like my pasta plain. Just a bit of butter, bit of salt.
you do.
No, this is Tony Robinson.
The Tony Robinson
Pat
dish.
does impressions sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sings as well.
Denzele sounds like a shape of pasta.
Yeah.
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 I only eat Denzele. Shaped like a.
Is Denzel Washington his real name?
I don't know.
Tony
Yeah.
Robinson ain't no stage name. That's his real name.
Sir Anthony Robinson.
Oh yeah. Because Denzel Washington is a cool as fuck name.
It is cool.
Denzel and Denzel. I love
Yeah.
it.
It's not Denzel, it's Denzel.
Denzel. That
Yeah.
has to be a fake name.
Well,
So
there's Denzel on Only
his
Swords
re-
and Horses.
his real name is Denzel Hayes Washington Jr.
Great name.
Good name.
Sometimes with a name like that, you're gonna go far in life.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington.
Joe Jacobs is a strong name.
No, this is not a good name.
No?
I think.
What did you change it to? Joe
Robinson.
Washington. Joe Robinson.
Sir Joe Robinson.
Yeah.
Joe Jacobs. I don't know. It's not a good name. I wanna.
Don't think it's a bad name.
It's all right. What's a bad name? What's the name of like a Hollywood actor with a bad name that's famous?
Oh, Paul Dano.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch bad. Paul Dano.
Yeah, that's a shit name.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's Paul.
Paul's alright.
Paul's okay, but the
Not for a
Dano.
Hollywood actor.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Rafe Spall.
Jew. I'm a Jew, by the way.
Yeah. Probably made that
No, I'm not. No.
Paul Rudd's a Jew.
Paul
Not
Rudd
a
is
Jewy
Jew.
name, though. It's not a Jewish name, Paul Rudd.
Just say.
The Rudds.
Well, it used to be Paul Rodberg.
Really?
No, I don't know. Rodberg? Probably not.
Denzel Washington Steen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill. Not. Is that a cool name? I don't
Nah,
know.
shit name.
Are you just naming Jewish people now?
No, I'm just naming people from Judd Apatow
press
films. So
joke.
yes,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
cool name.
Good name.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro, which literally translates to Bobby Money, is an incredible name.
Does it?
You've got De Niro's money.
Oh yeah.
Not the way he spells it, but yeah.
Well, with the space, just sure.
Al Pacino.
Good name.
It's
Rowan Atkinson. Bad name.
Very British name. Not a good one.
That's a comedy actor, not a Hollywood actor.
Yeah, Hollywood's.
he's done a Mr. Bean movie.
He's done a few Hollywood things.
Eddie
Did Rat
Redmayne.
Race.
Are we good or not? I don't like it.
I like
Sounds like
Eddie. I think that's
Eddie's not bad.
Eddie's a cool name.
Redmayne.
Redmayne trash.
No.
Jason Momoa. Good name.
Fantastic name. Who's that guy that is winning stuff? He's Irish. With the weird face with Saltburn.
Oh
Barry
yeah,
Keoghan.
Barry. Yeah,
Stupid name.
Stupid person.
he's a drinking buddy of mine.
Nice guy. Good name.
No, he's insane. Well, he went with like Hugh and I. Do you know Hugh Peacock? He used to be on this. You're basically filling in for him.
Oh.
We bumped into him down the road. Went drinking with him all day.
No shit.
Yeah.
When?
And he's
This was just before Saltburn was released.
No
probably
shit.
July 23.
That's great.
He's
So he's
changed
got-
his number since. He gives.
Well, no, he hasn't. You don't know. He's blocked you.
Have you tried to get him back out again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry.
Of course. I mean,
Azza.
he was a proper like maniac. He was like standing on the tables, jumping around.
Okay, well, I
Never
changed-
bought a round.
Did
Right.
not?
No.
Fucking hell.
Even
that's an
though his
exclusive.
watch was worth 45k.
What watch was it?
He made someone else wear his. I think it was a Rolex or something.
Oh, it ran away.
He made one of the bar staff who we were
You're
hanging
painting
out
a
with.
really interesting picture of this guy. I think he sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
a nightmare. Like you know, he was proper actor kind of thing. So instead of just going cheers, he's got like a little fucking thing. He was like, to drink with a man is to know a man, but
No,
to do a
he-
shot with a
Oh,
man,
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's shit.
Having not bought any drink.
Having not bought any drinks,
That's
yeah.
so
well, we got to
shit.
know Barry that way. It's just high ass. But he kept telling us how much money he had as well. He's like, of course I'll pay you back over £11 million in
Are
the
you
bank.
sure it was him? And it was
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
that looked like him?
Yeah. I've got
On your
pictures.
first drink, you're a man.
Yeah.
On your second drink, you're a boy.
Yeah,
On your
that's,
third drink, you're a woman. On the fourth drink, you're a toy. Hey!
That's
Full
all
day
shit.
of drinking.
Yeah,
Where was it? Around here?
the Trinity in Borough and
It's
then
walking
the
distance
Dover
from here.
Castle.
Did your friend know him, or did you just bump into him? And you got
No,
chatting?
he was just in the pub.
Was he staying in the rooms above the pub because he was doing a play?
No, he was staying in Tower Bridge or something. I'm borderline doxing him now, to be fair,
Yeah.
but he was staying in Tower
Read his
Bridge.
number
somewhere.
out.
That might get him on the pod, and he can clearly set the record straight about why he didn't buy any drinks and why he was talking about how much money he had.
Yeah, well,
Doing silly toast before drinking.
Hey, I'm full of fucking money.
How much money he had? That's disgraceful.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Making people wear an expensive watch.
Yeah, so that like if someone tries to mug them, he wouldn't have the watch on him. The assumption being the other guy wouldn't have a.
I need to put your bets on now, lads. Best actor next year
Oh yeah, he sold us
for
to.
Saltburn. Not one nom, mate.
He fucked the ground in that film.
Yeah, I couldn't really watch it. I'll be honest. It was,
Apparently, that's based on
Bad
the real thing.
memories.
World War II troops.
what used to.
They found a specific patch of wet sand that everyone fucked.
Wouldn't it mud go in your dick hole?
Yeah, men are disgusting.
Yeah, that is true. Men are
see this
disgusting.
picture.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm very excited. Tell me more things about what he did. Was he nice at any point?
He was sort of like interesting company, you know.
Did he ask you about what you do? Or is he completely in his own shit and in his own head?
Someone must have mentioned comedians, I think.
Well, I had to go and do a gig at the Bill Murray.
And did he just say, you do comedy? Anyway, so
I've met him
Yeah.
on SNL.
Well, I was like, I'll do that and I'll come back. And then Hugh was like, "Oh, we could go and watch it." And Barry Keoghan was like, "I'm not going to watch comedy."
That's so yeah.
He's in the arts.
Yeah.
That might be the worst thing out of the whole.
Fucking comedy in London.
I'm not watching it. Let me just get you to buy me more rounds instead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, luckily we were hanging out with the owner of one of the pubs, so he was getting everything, just sorting it out. But
Because he knew who he was.
yeah, he loved it. Loved all that.
I haven't been on the sesh with anyone really famous.
Do you and Paul Chowdhury have a drink before or after? Does he drink? Probably not. I don't know.
No.
Right. Do you go for a meal?
No.
Nothing.
No.
How many days did you do with him?
We almost went on a spa day, but it was shut in the hotel. Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Well, would you not like to have gone on a spa?
I don't want to go in a water area with any man.
No.
No public swimming pools. I don't like patches of water.
Okay. I can see that.
Why not?
Because I don't.
You think it's like a cesspool, like just a germ bucket?
Yeah, I don't want to step in any unknown water.
Even if it's boiling hot, like a hot tub.
Yeah, maybe I could get away with a hot tub, but
But
like,
that's
like
not even boiling hot, really. That's
like
just...
a public swimming pool.
Yeah.
They're
all
changed
gross,
since the 70s, discussing the smells.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be around that.
The chlorine smell really affects. It's still in my
This
brain.
picture better exists.
Yeah, and they've changed WhatsApp and the photos thing, so I don't know how to search anything
So
anymore.
excited to see this verified.
Well,
Has
now
this
I'm-
been discussed before on here?
Have we discussed it? I can't remember.
Not since maybe the first ever episode.
That's a really cool story. So he was drinking there. How did it start? Who spoke to who? Did he just
Hugh
come up
went
and say,
up to
"Can
him."
you buy me a drink?"
Yeah, I'm struggling financially. I've loads of money.
He didn't buy one round.
No,
That's outrageous.
unless he bought all the rounds when I wasn't there, which would be actually more outrageous.
How many rounds did you buy for him? Would you say?
I got him a couple of drinks probably. I didn't go too mad because I was like,
That's outrageous. He didn't even offer.
Of course he didn't. That is outrageous, I think.
yeah.
Had he been in anything at that point? Was he famous?
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
but
he
Banshees
played
of
Batman.
Inisherin.
What?
Yeah,
The Banshees of Inisherin. That Colin Farrell film.
yeah. he's
I've
been
never
in
seen
that.
him in anything. I just know he's.
And he's just been cast as the Joker.
What? He's in the Joker.
Yeah, he's in the Batman film as the Joker.
Really?
Yeah. So who would win in a fight?
Who would win in a fight? Denzel Washington.
Denzel.
He'd
Yeah.
kick the fuck out of him.
It's probably Denzel.
Unless Tony Robinson had access to some of those crazy things he found on the digs, like a big fucking sword.
Dinosaur.
No, like a
Like a big weapon.
dagger or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could have like a
sorry,
mace.
my whimsy was stupid.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, sorry, I got the photo.
Yeah, he gives off vibes, man. I don't
Yeah.
like the vibes. The watch. What watch was that? Rolly. 45k.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the
Too
matter?
hot.
It's boiling.
Yeah.
Boiling.
Is he-
Are we going to be okay to...
Yeah.
What's happened? Is everything all right? I've never done a podcast where the host says, "Are we going to be okay to?" doesn't actually explain what he meant. What's happened?
No,
We've got to go do a gig, so Pat's just worried about
No,
time.
well,
But
I've
we'll-
also got to do parents' evenings.
What's the gig?
Parents' evenings. I'm performing. I'm playing the drums at the teacher's band.
What time is it?
It's 10 to 8. Yeah. We'll wrap up.
Well, I forgot that you're driving. We don't have to take the bus, so we do actually have some time.
You were going to take the bus all the way to Camden.
Yeah, it's like
Where's the
No
gig?
wonder you're always panicking.
stuff. What 20 minutes?
It's at Camden Comedy Club.
Who's on?
Pete Baisley, us two, Ed Mulvey. We're all doing work in progresses.
Wicked.
Yeah.
It's a great show. If you're listening to this in the past,
Nah,
no, we're doing another one, but the podcast is over.
yeah, check out
You have
Comedy
more questions,
4X.
Adam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Denzel wins in a fight, but Tony Robinson might have some weapons he's dug up.
Yeah,
So
a trebuchet,
A what?
catapult,
What did you say?
trebuchet.
What's a trebuchet?
It's like a Roman type of catapult.
It's the one that kind of flings it.
Trebuchet.
Yeah, you know, it's got
Man, you
like it'll have a rock in a little bag.
What a great word. I've never heard that before. Trebuchet.
Trebuchet. Use it in a rap and later.
A trebuchet.
Yeah.
Trebuchet.
I'm going to shoot you in my trebuchet and your bitch is in a negligee.
Yeah.
That's
I'm Jester J.
Watching the news with David
I'm just
Suchet.
shave. Ripping up those vows while your husband's
It's hard,
gay.
isn't it, to rap?
Yeah, it is. It's a hard art form.
If
Like-
he had
like
that big,
sculpture or watercolor.
if he had that big fucking catapult, it might be like that's too big to hit Denzel Washington. He needs a dagger.
If you catch it in one hand, so
I didn't know you were using trebuchets, Tony.
yeah,
Like something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker's also there.
Yeah, I shouldn't do impressions. Pat does the impressions.
Yeah,
Well, that's been a barnstormer of an episode.
yeah. This is my impression of a sober person.
Yeah, mate. Fucking hell, the variety. What one's that?
This is gin and tonic blood orange. Ready to drink, thank fuck. I don't think you have to wait. Should I try it? Or
No, I'm good. Just checking it out. So,
Yeah, so just go on. Yeah, sorry.
Come
mate.
on, what?
are there any more Tony Robinson questions? Did I mess up by tuning Tony Robinson?
No, it's
No,
fine.
no, Joe, you're great. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
It's
to
great.
the listeners.
it's been amazing
Don't,
having you
don't talk to them.
on.
Russian bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all Russian.
I like the
bots.
part when we were talking about who we'd like to fuck in front of.
Yeah, that's good. That's. I think we might pivot to what that's a podcast about.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a real head scratcher to actually think.
Yeah,
I got Tony Robinson here, hot chick.
yeah,
They want to fuck. Denzel Washington here with a hottie.
yeah. No,
Where
am
do
I
you
fucking
go?
a hot chick in front of Time Team, or am I watching Denzel fuck a chick while I'm there?
No, but
Watching
let's
Time
say
Team.
that they've taken a Viagra and they're both participating.
Right.
So they are involved. What does that change where you would go?
Would you worry about Tony's heart?
Yeah. I'd worry about the smell.
Yeah, do you think
I
I
think
think-
Denzel
yeah, I
would
think-
smell better.
I think
Yeah.
Tony's gonna fall in love with me.
Yeah. And which one would maybe want to try it on with you? That could be a factor too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Denzel.
Might do that.
I think Denzel might put like an arm around me and go, "You take the other side, brother."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Latin, so brother's applicable.
What would Tony Robinson say?
Why don't you take the other side, my man?
Yeah. I forgot to fold my socks.
She's lovely. She is lovely. I'm going to need a minute.
Let the time meet the team. Paddy McInnes is there.
Yeah, so
So why'd you turn your light off at Tony Robinson? He's sort of 90. Tony, you're 90? I've had a threesome with Denzel Washington. All right. No one like that, Tony. Off we go.
What were the other scenarios apart from the fucking?
we did the fighting.
Fights, bar.
Go to
Sharing
the
a
bar,
flat.
share a flat.
Is that in every episode?
No, we
They
just
change
mix
them
it
up
up.
sometimes.
We
We have a
mix
few
it up.
staple fight comes up a lot.
I made up
Yeah.
the fuck one.
Yeah, you did. You brought your own questions. That was handy.
I think we're going to be using that quite a lot.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. Although it's the when there's like a big group of like Power Rangers or something, then it's quite hard to.
Who'd you rather be like father of the brides? Like, you know, you get married to someone you love and you see them walking down the aisle. It's either Denzel or Tony Robinson. Who would you prefer?
Denzel.
I think Tony Robinson would be better because he's local, isn't he? You don't want to have to keep flying out to America to see the in-laws.
These like
I'm just
it's
thinking
amazing how you come up with these answers.
Denzel.
In the imaginary world where anything's possible, you're worried about flights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be honest.
And also, you can't tell who the father is by the bride. She has no
Well,
skin,
she-
she's no skin color or age.
Yeah, she'd.
You're marrying a blob.
What's Tony Robinson going to be so good for as a father-in-law? Like,
Money, artifacts.
compared to Denzel Washington?
I'd say he's got connections. Like he'll get you a really good hall to have the afters
Yeah,
in.
yeah. He can probably get you to St. Paul's. Denzel won't be able to.
If you're marrying
Denzel wasn't allowed to St. Paul's
Denzel's-
Cathedral until 1954 or something.
if you're marrying Denzel Washington's daughter,
Yeah.
you got a nice payday coming. Tony Robinson, what you got? A couple of gems from the series
Yeah.
11.
Bucket of mud.
Yeah. Blackadder box set.
Yeah.
Signed by Bob
cast.
the lawyer or wherever it was.
Has anyone seen him recently? Should we be worried about Tony Robinson?
Does he have Instagram?
He might have.
He's got his
Instagram.
Twitter and Blue Sky or whatever.
Does he?
I think so.
Tony Robinson.
Just because sometimes those
They're
older
dead.
comedians, they go a bit loopy.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. Tony Robinson, 26.6k. That's not very much.
What? 26.6? Oh, followers. I thought
Instagram.
you meant money he had.
Yeah.
Why has he put that online?
Man, this is crazy. Time Team, today's the day after a year in the making. Hang on. Time Team is on YouTube now. So it is
Is it?
continuing. Yeah. I'm still not watching it, but it's good to know. Yeah, they're on Patreon. Fucking hell, times must be tough, man. We should let him know that you wanted him in the orgy.
Yeah.
I wanted Denzel. Is that right?
I don't want him in the orgy.
You didn't answer. Who would you have? Denzel.
I think Denzel.
Yeah.
I'd be worried about Tony. It's from a worrying point of view. So he's doing Time Team on
YouTube.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Talking to Patreon, make sure to follow us on Patreon. That'd be great. Please give
Yeah.
us some money.
Time Team.
Let's talk about what time shows are on. Let's just go through the whole schedule. What the fuck are you doing? This is a hard journalism debate.
Yeah.
Get back to the fucking. Stop reading
We've done
what
the
time team's
fucking.
on.
We've done the fucking.
Time Team's on YouTube.
It's on all
We've
the
done that.
time. It's like no time now.
Sorry,
No time team.
I'm not
You're
being
getting
chill.
rolled
I'm
up.
not being chill.
Imagine the people that
Too
buy
many
the DVDs
G&Ts.
of Time Team
Yeah.
and they rewatch it. That's mad.
Imagine
Do you
when
think they watch it
people
or do
find
you
them
think it's a
like
gift?
on a dig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my company's Secret Santa's in 4 hours. What do I buy? Time Team DVDs from Toblerone. If you're in Japan, a pair of used panties from a vending machine.
Was Time Team like one episode covering a whole dig, or was it over like months? I
One
can't
dig an
remember.
episode.
I don't know, but I mean, you should
I'm guessing.
probably should.
He's my hero after all.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Do you
think
think he ever got bored of it when he was doing it?
probably at some point.
Because I once worked on a show as a runner for
Yeah.
that show, Kevin McLeod, Grand Designs.
Oh yeah.
Really? My friend works at Grand Design.
Yeah, we had a threesome after the boot wrap.
Yeah.
Me, him, and this hot chick.
Yeah. I have a Grand Design up here.
Yeah.
What if I take your mouth while this is Indian here takes
And did he get bored of the grand designs?
What did you
That,
work
that
out
I
to?
didn't know, but he was
Alright.
fucking like a trooper, this chick. Hide the salami.
But it didn't really work out though because it was too close to water. It never does. The budget goes over.
Has anyone ever run under budget on grand designs? Do you think?
Under
Look at the fucking development team making the show. All we've got to do is film these couples losing money and crying.
Marriage from hitting the rocks.
Yeah.
But to go back to saying, like, I reckon Kevin McLeod on Grand Design, surely he must have been bored of dealing with these wankers like, endlessly. At least with Time Team and the Digs, everyone is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Including
At least
the-
you had that.
you have to
the
deal with
viewers.
their bullshit. You're just digging up stuff with the boys.
That's how it started, Time Team.
What?
It's like, BBC, we want you for whatever channel. We want you for a show. As long as most of them are dead, you've got the perfect show. So they put them on Loose Women. Well, then after that, Time Team.
Yeah.
That all works quite well as a joke, really, structurally. But,
Yeah. Well,
but it's bloody hot today, ain't it, lads?
it's so hot.
Fucking, but that orangina evaporated. You didn't have one sip.
Well,
Thanks for the
Not
ice.
one fucking sip.
I feel bad that Joe brought his own drink.
Don't kick me under the table. Patreon under the table cam.
Did I tell you what we were doing on Thursday?
The 2 minutes thing, right?
Yeah, so we basically entered into there's a competition which you shouldn't really be doing when you've been doing comedy as long as Joe and I have, but it was to win.
Ricky Gervais New Comedian of the Year Awards.
Yeah,
It wasn't specified. It said you can win 5k and a chance to open for Ricky. And I thought, well, I want money. And I thought
Yeah.
no one with any self-respect would be applying for this. And
yeah,
maybe
that's what I thought.
get
And
in
then you got
and
there
take the
20
money.
acts full of self-respect.
Then when they got there, and it was a mixture of a few people who shouldn't be doing it, such as us, a few people we hadn't seen for a while, like open mic pond life,
Yeah.
and then just these acts that had never done a professional gig. It
Yeah,
was a real mixed bag.
Wow,
And it
okay.
was a horror show from start to finish.
Yeah.
I got I went to the green room early upstairs, and a guy had a go at me for using the wrong restroom, and then he brought his boss, and they threw me out of the green room.
Wrong restroom, like
it was a ladies.
Yeah, but there
Next
was no
to
one
the
up
green
there.
room, no one up there. The show hadn't started, so I just went for a.
They thought it was
whiz.
a fucking protest, mate.
Yeah.
But then we did the show. I did my set, and the mic was off for a minute and a half.
Of 2 minutes. Everyone was doing 2 minutes.
Yeah, and there's about 20 actors in there. The night.
20, 21, yeah.
Yeah, but we got a free bottle of the vodka,
Yeah.
and I gave it to a homeless guy outside.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's good of you. I'll give
That's
mine to Jai who runs to Hems.
Same thing.
You told me you drank it.
Nah. And then
You
I
drank
left
on
the
the
other
drive
bottle
home?
into Hems. But yeah, so... And
You drank it in front of a homeless person.
I drank it in front of a homeless person.
Yeah.
Neat.
But you were drinking this disgusting Ricky Gervais vodka.
Maybe we shouldn't have brought this up on the podcast because it's just quite a sad story. It didn't really go there. We went into a competition. We lost.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
but
vodka's a bit sweet for me. I prefer a gin.
There was a fella, like, so they really kind of took any humanity out of it. Like, they gave us all numbers and then took a register. They went, everyone just answer to your number, yeah? It's like, okay, yeah, all right. Way to make it feel like fucking concentration camp.
That was it. That was it. And they would interview a lot of people. They interviewed many people after they'd lost the competition. Like you.
I was the only person who was interviewed after the competition was already finished, and I found out I didn't go through. Like, and so there are.
Are you excited to be performing on the Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, well, they asked everyone else, like, what would you do with the $5,000? But I didn't even get to. There was one actor. Remember, the actor was like, "Well, to be honest, I've been having a bit of, I've been having a bit of financial trouble recently."
Times have been really tough, actually. I know it's quite serious. It's supposed to be a bit light-hearted.
It could help me out with a couple of jams.
I'm in a hole financially, professionally. Ricky, if you're watching this, please, I'll do anything. I'll do anything, mate. I'm begging you. Please. I need this, Ricky. All right, thanks very much. Have a great show.
What would you do with another $5,000? Self-fund series for Derek. I'd recast it all. The casting's wrong.
Yeah, but so it's hosted by our friend Red Richardson, who enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm sure
he smashed it. Yeah, he's having a great time.
I'm sure he was at this shit show. Yeah. That's a shame. Was there any branding there, like on the?
Yeah, well, it was run. It's like, the thing is, vodka companies shouldn't necessarily run live entertainment shows when they're not sure how any of that works.
Yeah,
I had to turn up. We all had to turn up at 6:30. The show started at 8, but they'd given everyone their exact stage time to the minute. So I wasn't supposed to be on until 9:30.
Yeah.
Making someone turn up 3 hours before stage time and still not interview them until after the show.
That's brutal.
It's like, because I get like, we need to interview everyone. Well, why don't you bring half of them down?
Yeah.
Interview them, and then they can piss off.
I shouldn't have done it. It was fun though because I got to hang out with you and Red. So it was fun.
That was nice.
And we got to laugh at all the lunatics and lose.
We haven't seen you in ages, Joe. Where have you been?
I'm doing competitions mainly.
Competitions I shouldn't have been doing.
Some fella told me I looked like I was a bit tasty as well, didn't he? He told me. He told you that you probably get mugged a lot.
Oh, yeah, he was a squaddy. I mean, if you're
right.
watching, you're a really cold guy, a little bit scary.
Terrified.
But he was saying that he was in the Rwandan genocide.
Yeah.
You weren't sure whether he was serving or participating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was touch and go.
Yeah,
Were you taking it up there or were you delivering the chutney?
Oh, man. And I got to see a few acts, and it was the best part because we weren't allowed to see everyone. There was no space.
Oh, yeah, we weren't allowed to watch.
You know, couldn't fucking watch. So I listened to a couple of people, and there was some real absolute corkers going on.
Yeah.
A lot of homophobia as punchlines. A couple of jokes.
Didn't someone...
Well, Ricky's just Ricky.
Yeah, so they were leaning into what Ricky would like. So there was a guy just said, "I'm from Croatia." Did you hear this? He goes,
No.
I'm from Croatia. I can't repeat it.
Something about his uncle.
Yeah.
Was he
I'm
bumming
from
his
Croatia,
uncle?
and when I was abused when I was a small child, I raped my uncle. That was his opening joke.
Yeah.
This is setting
Ricky
out
in the
your,
back going,
your stall. Ricky Gervais was not coming anywhere near that show. His face was all over it.
Yeah, and then they interviewed me, and my interview went better than the
You're
set
in-
because I was surrounded by comics and I was just having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And then I went on stage and it was horrible.
You need to get footage of that interview.
I've asked them. There's no way they'll give it to me
No?
because They say, what would it mean to open for Ricky Gervais? And I said, to nuzzle on the hairy teeth of Gervais. I don't think they're going to give me that footage for Dutch.
No, you don't think so?
It might be.
Is it better than the footage of you in that documentary about Count Dankula?
Oh yeah, classic.
What was that? You did a documentary about Count Dankula.
They asked me to do a gig for James Ross's night.
Quantum Leopards and also Comedy Unleashed.
Did the same
yeah,
set.
I remember you telling me about this, yeah.
Yeah, and James Ross makes you sign the disclaimer about not being racist and stuff on stage.
Yeah.
Which was a shame because I wanted to do
Be
more
racist,
racist stuff.
Yeah.
So much
So then
racism.
you couldn't do it at Unleashed.
Yeah.
What's great, the clip was just James you laughing about it, or just because you just do comedy. And then it cuts to, I don't know if I should say his name. You can find on iPlayer. Interviewing Count Dankula, shaking his hand, and 1 second later go, well, you're a racist and a bigot.
Yeah, that was great.
And this comedian has also stolen 70 grand off a woman on golden balls. So
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
I forgot about that.
it's
Our industry is insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
This comedian also took a picture of Cliff Richard on the tube and sold it to the Sun.
Did he?
Yeah,
Same guy.
same guy.
Really? He's a wrong one, isn't he?
Wow.
Yeah.
How much did he get for it?
I'm sure
What's
I can
that
find
worth?
it.
What's that worth?
400 quid maybe.
I think it got close to $1,000.
Okay, but
How would you
like
even do that?
we're talking 3 figs.
Yeah, we're talking figs here, mate.
Yeah. Not money.
Yeah, I want a box of figs for this.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Get him on the pod. Clear his
Yeah,
name.
runs a new act competition. So take care, everyone.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah. They're all at it. Vodka, Golden Balls winners.
or she.
The Golden Balls winner, that guy runs a new act competition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is it?
Covent Garden somewhere.
Wow.
Well,
Can we enter it?
we should. Should we do it?
For redemption.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's been a real pleasure having you on. We better wrap up.
Yeah, man. It's been,
Oh, yeah. Denzel. 3 closing arguments about him.
He's one of the best actors of his generation. He helps develop other young actors. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Cool. Great. Well, I think there's a really close one this week, like closer than ever. But I'm just about going to give it to Tony Robinson. So well done. Well done.
Congratulations.
Well done. Josie thought you wouldn't win with it. But
Yep.
well done. Commiserations, man.
No, that's right. I'll be back next week.
Yeah. Have you had a good time, though, anyway?
Yeah. Massive.
Yeah. You got a novelty Hero Complex teapot winging its way
Black
through you.
checkbook and pen.
Yeah. So, and Joe, thanks so much for coming on.
It's an absolute pleasure. I had such a wonderful time.
Yeah, it's been
Thanks,
really
Joe.
fun. Have you anything you want to plug?
No.
No? Bad Boys Done Good, obviously.
Oh,
Go
yeah, my
check that out.
podcast, Bad Boys Done Good, is a podcast.
I've actually, because I've genuinely recommended it to people in the pub who said they didn't want to listen to mine.
Oh,
But
thanks, man.
But were like,
Did they do it?
they listened to yours. Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
they
into it.
Great.
Yeah, you might have seen a little spike of 2 people
Yeah.
on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Adam Green. This has been Patrick Brushnahan.
Support trans charities.
What
Absolutely.
made that funny?
Which
Right.
one? Which ones?
Which one?
Mermaids is the main one, but also trans-owned bookshops, trans-owned businesses, support them.
You
It's a
send,
tough time for them.
you send bookshops to charities?
No, that's 2 separate things.
Okay.
You fucking listen for once.
I'm always
I'm
listening.
8 cans down.
Right, thanks so much for listening. Thanks once again to Joe Jacobs. We'll see you next
I
time.
feel
Cheers.
ill.
Bye.